Alright, it is either day 31 or day 10 of this nonsense. I have no idea what I'm doing. No idea how to speak and no idea what I'm doing. How are you all doing, everyone? Hope you're doing well as always. Just making sure YouTube is good. Man, getting it running is so much easier when I know what I'm doing with respect to forcing all of the metadata in the stream. Alright, let's drag you over there. Bring back OBS over there, and I think we are good to go. Alright, so from last night's stream or the previous stream, depending on when you're looking at this on YouTube or whether you're watching a VOD or whatever have you, I went through and renamed screenshots that I took last night and I made some more notes. It's not much. Basically, I said underpass, what is the 4-letter code? I'll talk about that in a moment. And thinking about these codes, I remembered there is a safe, which we look at with a magnifying glass in the drafting room. We need a magnifying glass for the safe house underneath the reservoir. There's something on the museum map that I want to kind of read. Security, we found something else which the safe house is pointing at. And that's more or less it. We can actually name a 4th angel now, due to one of the books. I can't bring that screen up, but basically we've got a statue on the left here. A statue on the right. There's another statue here. And we've also got Renna, the patron saint of gardening, according to whoever it was. That was Yatic, looking at the security monitors. And we have one here, where is it? Safe house? Looking at that one. I think it says delete it. I've not looked at my footage to see what that is, but I suspect that's kind of important, so I'll be taking a look at that when I get into security. What else can I tell you? I got very excited when I saw this. I need to find it. It was in the archive. This here, talking about our mother, and we've seen that maybe she was up to no good down in the safe house and whatnot. Insurgent Group RLCF, which is a 4-letter acronym for something. It could be that. But then I looked at my footage and no, that is not a possibility. We don't actually get those letters on the various dials. So that is not the code to get me into the locked door in the underpass. I don't know what that is yet. It does talk about children of black water though, and something in the safe house talked about that. I don't think I screenshotted it though. I did not. I definitely went back and looked at the footage and it talks about it's like black water or black shores or something, but it's not quite the same. The other thing that I did is I took a look at the classroom notes again, and it's more or less confirmed that we can't do much in the classrooms. Basically, we're just looking around at things. So I have figured out that, yeah, these are basically the clues, these flags. We see that Archeries is yellow, Iraja is purple, and I don't know what that one is. At least I don't think I know what it is. It starts with CO. That one is orange. At the end of the previous stream, I did take a look at the 2 sigil fragments we found and tried to brute force one of the sanctums, and that is a terrible idea. But I compared these outer ridges to the notes here, the colors, and this one, which we found in the Lost and Found, that is pink. So I don't know which civilization or city or whatever that belongs to, but this one here that we saw on the clock tower, that is violet. So in other words, this moat and that edge and the lack of ray, that would point to Iraja, this one here. And violets would match the color of the flag over here, and it also matches what we found in her ladyship's chamber, namely this locket here. It's got a sort of purple motif to it. So yeah, that's kind of what I figured out overnight, or immediately after ending the previous stream. But apart from that, I have not figured out much else, so I think we'll just get straight back into this once I hit transition, otherwise you can't see what I'm doing. And yeah, let's get on with it. Connect Sally and Swing Carcass are in chat. Hope you're doing well, fellas. Goals for today, I don't know. I would love to get back into Hovel and see just what the hell the groundskeeper was stealing. The thing is, I explored that place pretty thoroughly at least once. And I was a little bit naughty at the end of the previous stream, as you saw. I tried building the outer room to see what we would get. That's a load of rubbish. I don't know whether we're going to get exactly the same, but we should get a Mar room for certain. I did not quit the game, I also for the game. And that's what I always do when I end my streams, so... I don't know if we get new randomized areas here. And to be quite blunt, apart from the Mar room, I don't remember what we get, so... I really should go back and check that. No, I think that was correct. So if I also for this and start day 31 again, we're going to get the same options here, I think. I remember seeing Toolshed and thinking, do I want Mar room? That's actually kind of useful. Let's go for the Mar room. And I don't believe there's any point going inside. We're going to get another package tomorrow. And I'm starting to see the power of the tomorrow rooms. Like, we can use it to stockpile gems for the following day if we need to do a classroom run, or lots of coinage to try and purchase things. Stuff like that. Let's go for the hallway, which has been upgraded. There is now a key in here. I'll go for that for sure. I'll start the experiments, so I won't log into the network just yet. I mean, that ruins the run, but it potentially gives me a lot of gold. I do question if I changed the rarity of the archive. No, it's still standard. I just need to find the archives now. Yeah, let's cut that off and then dance back inside. Oh, huge. Can I pick up that telescope? What is that? Apart from a spyglass telescope, I recognize that. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. Huh. Alright, well if I see the observatory, I mean normally I would go for it, but I really need to go for it. Let's go for the bedroom. Anything nice in here? Corridor. Need something to split me around now. I've got the gems, let's burn it on that, but I really need something better. Sledgehammer, compass, and a shovel. I think I'll grab them all. Apart from the salt shaker, that's fairly useless. We've got the running shoes, so that will help. Down to 12 gold. Oh, Yeah, let's go for the garage. Let's build our key supply up, and now I've got to go all the way back to the stars. But it means that I won't get cores here and then having to go back to the start. Like, we're not going any further along this path. Unless, you know, I find a set of car keys. I would like the running shoes to kick in now, please. Drawing room. Yeah, we saw that in the experiments. We didn't take it, though. Kind of needs to draw some dead ends. I'll go for the storeroom. Does mean we need to loop around from the drawing room, though. Hopefully I've not hosed myself here. Got a lot of useful stuff, but I need to make use of it. Observatory. Alright, what have we here? Let me try the telescope, although, wait. If I move there, it goes away. And it has reset itself, which is good. Interesting. Alright, I don't see any difference there, but are you telling me that if I go here... Oh, wow, it gets... Wait, really? Oh, that's massive. We get it twice. We just got 10 gems and 2 keys out of this room. So if I can keep the run going somehow, then we should not want for resources. The problem is going to be keeping the run going. Also not burning all of the resources immediately. Gotta go, Jim. The utility closet is very useful, but I want to go back to the previous rooms. Thank you, running shoes. I'll go for the pantry. I'll take the closets. No key card, sadly. Gotta do it. We can go back to the gym and go north, and then we've got one re-roll at least, so yeah, let's do it. Candle is also very useful. This was telescope. I have no control over the analog sticks. I've got to be honest, I have no idea what I'm looking at, apart from we know a planet with a ring and a sort of rod holding it up. Dr. Polyluz, how are you doing, dude? Hope doing well. Dowager, the Untamed. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain one trunk. Huh. The Planetarium, a circular theatre featuring a dome-shaped projection screen upon which scenes of the stars and galaxies allow viewers to experience the splendor of the heavens. It's a tomorrow room as well. If you call it a day here, we gain 2 stars. Probably won't do that. We have something here, but I don't have magnifying glass. Oh, God. Yeah, we've seen all this, although... I mean, we're just going to progressively get more stars. I don't know how we can lose stars. We're on 19, Clavis Key Diamondus Major, and we got the telescope, which doubled that, which is massive. 25, the twins slice Southern Cross Farmers Apple Clavis. Other notable night skies observed. 29, first appearance of both Diamondus Minor and Major in the same sky. 40, 7 different constellations observed in a single night. 50 new constellations spotted. I don't see any small text we can maybe zoom in and look at, so hopefully there's nothing hiding there, but we need to get 50 stars. Wow, okay. So... can I do anything in here? I mean, I used the telescope when I came in, but I've got a feeling that we can't actually do anything in here. It's so dark in here. Also, it's very light in this room, so let me turn that light off. USS, how you doing? Did I accidentally have the telescope the first time driving planetarium? Yep. Ralphine, how you doing? Can't hear me because I'm not talking to the microphone. We can, but I'm not clear. Yeah, I found the telescope in the walk-in closet over there. Doesn't talk about the planetarium at all, it just talks about the observatory. Alright, well, unless there's something else to do in here, I don't see what to do. We get a trunk in here, a guaranteed trunk. That's about it. Not seeing anything else, and I do wonder what happens if we enter here again with another telescope. Something to consider, perhaps. Alright, can I keep the run going? Gallery, I think is the right call. I don't like it though. This is not going well. Yes, I could have redrawn there. I should have redrawn there. After all that, I didn't bother checking if the watering can could be filled up here. Do we have any green rooms? No. I'll take those. Give me the archives, please. We'll get there. Does mean we've got a gap, but that's fine. No sign of the keycard, no sign of security. There we go. I want archives. And yeah, I'm probably going to murk this run right here, right now, but it's okay, I think. I really need to read this again. I was talking about RLS CF earlier. Don't know if that's code. Talks about the 100 Bells tea room. There's something in the basement about that. Yeah, the heist. There's information about the heist in the safe house. Not getting in there. This run could come to an end very shortly. Yep, gonna go with that. Pretty much don't care what we get, unless we get that. We seem to have very high odds of getting that, which is awful. Alright, so I think we might be done. Security. Not good. I'll go low and unlock. It might help. We've got a lot of keys. Right, so what do we have here? That is the archive. It's pointing at the ladder in the archive. Talking about, where is it? Safe house, where are you? Delete it. That is absolutely the archive. It's looking at the ladder. I'm going to go back and take a look at that because I suspect this run's going to die in the ass very shortly, but let me see what I can do here. We're looking at this place here. I did try going up there on the previous stream, I think, but Simon does not know how to climb. I don't think we need power to make this work. Which is all leading me back to the question, what the hell am I doing here? The camera is somewhere up there, looking directly into this corner. Because we can see the ladder on the monitor. And the words on the piece of paper here say delete it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for here. There's got to be something significant here, but I don't know what it is. Alright, let's try and keep this run going for a few more rooms. Where am I going? Dining room? Yeah, sorry, confusing myself. Let's go left here. Let's not. Gotta do it. So that red little box there, that remains unlocked. So this should just be a case of me doing the normal run of switching on the power. Then doing that to open up this path here, which we can go that way. We can also go that way. Towards the back of the foundation, could be helpful. Damn it, I was thinking that the archive was connected there, but it's not. I've got to connect it through that room there. Okay, wasted a step, but it's fine. Get some steps because that is a bedroom in addition to a red room and a green room and all the rest of it. What have we here? ideally want to hold on that because I would love to see that on the last rank. Gonna go with the archive plan for the allowance. Huge. Not quite what it wants, but still huge. Where's the key card? Relay ship. I'll take that. I won't even bother going that way. I'll go back for that shortly. There's really nothing in here apart from these busts. Hallway doors are always unlocked, so yeah, the only advantage to that is if you get the Great Hall, you can make it into room 46 pretty easily. That works, but I want the music room, pretty please. Also, look at that, tomorrow room. So we would start with 3 additional keys because we have the Ma room, the planetarium, and the room that we're currently drafting. Damn it. I'll take the vaults. Again, probably the wrong call, but I'm rich. We've got to be able to find more deposit box keys around the house and come back here and open it up. Let's go back to the aquarium and try going north. Go right from the boiler room. I'll take the dark room. I'm not happy about that, but I'll do it. No idea what that might be. How much was the music room? I think the music room, I can't tell, was 2, so I may as well go for that. Oh, that's what I'm gonna get. The lost and found! Fuck, yeah, I'll do it. That's probably okay. An adjustable gear wrench. Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity. I think we saw that in the book. Right, well that's basically it, and we've seen that. So I've got to turn around and go into the boiler room now and or go through the foundation, but I can't go to the start of the house and do that. Actually, no, I can go this way. Never mind, I'll shut up. No idea what I'm doing. Servants' quarters, lots of keys. Alright, so this, I believe, is Hartley's room. This suspiciously humble bedroom belonged to the Baron's personal valet, Hartley Rota, who had unchallenged access to even the most clandestine areas of the estate. That's not changed. Is that the same memo that I saw previously? It's not. There are 12 major keys. Kirkdarren is a pseudonym. One key for each bedroom in your house. That's huge. bedroom that we just made, the bedroom down there, and the aquarium. Alright, so well, I think we're done shortly. Unless we find something incredible in the next room. I'll go with the rotunda. That keeps me alive. What just happened to all my gems? I could have sworn I had 6 gems when I entered, unless I'm looking at the keys. Never mind. I'll shut up. Alright, archive, gotta go for it. We get some allowance, so it's not all bad. The study. Queen is still on D8. Oh, I wonder if the, just looking at my notes, I'm wondering if the Queen counts as a chess piece for the purposes of the castle puzzle. I wouldn't think so, but let me check. Do I have anything written down for us? I do not. I would love to get down into the castle room and see if that's a thing. They have not changed. I forgot there was a safe in here. Yeah, look at that. We've got a queen piece here. Okay, so if I had the office, I could potentially do this damn puzzle. So I don't, because I passed on it earlier. So I don't know what the combinations of this is, but we have seen that the puzzle in this room says if we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So I could brute force this, but I kind of don't want to. Ralphine, one day you've got to explain your fascination with the archives. Firstly, it's part of my job, and secondly, don't tell anyone that. We were told that in the aquarium, I don't have a screenshot, we drained the aquarium and there is an arrow pointing to a filing cabinet in a room that looks like the archives. And that's making me think that, well, there's got to be a clue in there. But I cannot figure it out. Thursday. Maybe Thursday is the days. Today's December 7. I saw that in the, I saw that in the study. We do see a proper calendar inside the drafting room. But it's been years since I've seen that. Alright, well, unless there's something amazing in here, we're done. I'll go with that. Oh god, he's still seeing the notes. Thank you, Swing. Thank you. Sorry. All I did is I just looked around there. This is the problem with this damn game and my freaking workflow. I had to look around in there, tried fiddling with the safe, couldn't figure anything else, came back through here. I had a choice of chapel, cloister, and archive. I chose chapel. I couldn't do cloister because that required 3 gems, and archive, well, God knows what that will give me. Thank you, dude, appreciate it. Still would have come in here with a burning glass, which I can't do because I don't have the equipment. Yep. The run's going to come to an end here, but I am going to get a serious increase in my allowance. Balls! Fucking balls. I'm certain that putting that on the last rank is going to do something special. That will give me 2 more keys for tomorrow. 3 more keys, sorry, as I was saying. I'll do it. That said, I think the other one may have been a better choice, the archive, just for, you know, 1 additional allowance. Well, that would have been nice to have before, you know, I entered this room, but thank you, game, I appreciate it. Thank you for the troll. Is there something down here? There was. I see those coins. Plus, in addition to, you know, me doing whatever I'm doing in the archives in that room, I can go to the foundation here, can't I? That's not the end of the world, I guess. We might be able to find a dig point. The security room is now pointing me towards the archives, so there's definitely something in there, but I don't understand what. Give me a key card, please. Lockpick and missile detector. That's the I can't remember what it's called, but I know what it is. It's like the ultrasonic lockpick. Alright, well, unless the metal detector's made something magically appear, I don't believe there's anything more we can do for today. Let's go down to the precipice. The running shoes seems to kick in so much more effectively down here. We don't have the magnifying glass, so there's no point going down there. Shadow magnifying glass. Maybe I need to just ditch the master key, because I haven't used it once. Maybe I should ditch that. Where am I going? Going to the precipice, not this way. There's no point going down there. We don't have a sanctum key, and we do not have the 4-digit code. This really can't go in that direction. Yeah, let's go outside, take a look at the castle puzzle. It's super unfortunate because I think if I had the office, we would have a king. As it is, I don't think we have a king. But I think we've increased our allowance by about 4 or 5, which is massive. Yeah, I can't purchase anything there or there that's useful. Did I even go back to the dining room? I didn't, did I? There is a delicious meal there, and I'm not even going to eat it. I'm a terrible person, chat. Alright. Do I have anything here that works with the king? I don't think so, but let me check. There is one more thing I can do actually. No, never mind. The laboratory is not powered. Get up there. That is super unfortunate because look at that. Just taking a look at what else we got here and making some notes, so can't see what I'm writing, and that's fine. Her ladyship's chamber, the study, That's the queen. Don't know what else we can do with the king. What else? What else? Servants' quarters is likely a pawn. I'll figure that out. Lost and found is a pawn. The Vals is, I'm not sure. The clock tower and the vault belongs to the rook. I actually had the clock tower ready for that. So the vault is a rook. Nothing else jumps out at me to check, apart from perhaps the servants' quarters. And also the lab, perhaps. I don't think the lab will do anything, but let me check. Yeah, the queen won't do anything. Okay. That's super unfortunate. If I had the office, or another room where the king piece is visible, then I'd maybe have half a chance. I can't think of anything else to try here. I've got 60 steps, and I'm going to have to call it a day, because I can't think of anything else to do. I can definitely go back to the planetarium, and call it a day there. The only thing I'll miss out on is whatever the hell is going on with the flowers. But we're seeing that they sort of loop anyway, so I don't think that's a huge loss. I can do this. I really don't know what that does other than just providing coins for future days. If it has any in-game effect, I don't know what it is just yet. Planetarium, how do I get back there? We go straight into the right. What is this room? I was going to say observe. Maybe. It's not religion. I don't know. If I'm supposed to know that, let me know, because I genuinely don't know what that could be. Alright, we're starting tomorrow with a lot of keys. We're not going to get Floriolus, Bloom of the Sky. But we'll get it on 24 stars instead. Alright, let's call it here. "13 dead-end rooms, wow. I just need 7 more. One new room. So we start today with 5 keys, I think, or 3 keys. 2 gems, 3 keys. Make that 5. And also a lockpicking kit. Right. Okay, well, we're not using gems apparently. Root cellar is the right call, I think. Although it's tool shed, but... Is there something in here that I missed? Yeah, this is a bedroom. If I've got the shovel, maybe I can come back. Compass, nice. I don't think I saw that previously. 45292. 2 wings, 9 ranks, antechamber sealed, 2 starting rooms. 45292. What is the significance of that number? I mean, it's... that is the wrong order of operations. It will be 4 plus 5, which is 9. Subtract 2, which is 7. Multiply by 2, which is 14, which can't be divided by 9. So let's go left to right. 45 times 2 is either 90 or 18, depending on how you read it. Divided by 9, 18 brings you back to 2. Subtract 2 is 0. 292, what am I looking at there? Alternatively, you've got 45 times 2 is 90 divided by 9, which is 10. Subtract 2, which is 8. of May, correction, 5th of July, 1990. Tested my full house theory, no luck as expected. I would be interested to know if that fucks the elevator. That looks kind of flimsy. Never mind, it's on all sides. I remember reading that. So this guy was stealing the Baron's mail. My immediate thought is let's try digging up these points here and see if it shows up. So I'm going to need a shovel for that first. And I should have gone in and collected my allowance before going in there. That was a mistake. Well, let me just see if that elevator is routed. And if it's not, then is there any point to maybe turning those things off? Because that one is now disabled. I see the lights off there. Yeah, we'll burn the additional step and fix that immediately, just in case something goes horribly wrong. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake here. Burning a lot of steps before we start though. And the hovel means that we are not going to burn the gems, I guess. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. What constitutes a special floor plan? If it's all of them, then yeah, I've got some problems. All right, let's get inside. $34 allowance, huge. I'm gonna take the bedroom, just so we get some steps. Just so we get some steps back. Use my words. Den. Yes, but not where I want it. Let's go left. Thank you. Steep. We've been in there already, and we did not see. We did not see anything in there other than a locked diary. Question: I've been in the bunk room. I think I've been to the bunk room, but I don't recall. I don't recall what chess piece was in there. I speculated that maybe the king would be in there, but I think I went in there afterwards and went, no, there's nothing there. Her ladyship's chamber is a queen, though. I'll go with that, but I'm probably making a mistake there. I'll take that. Holy Christ, it's turned up twice. Is that only turning up now because I've unlocked the planetarium? I'll take that. So that is a symbol of a Raja. This is locked, and I don't know how to unlock it. I should put that in my notes. That is Simon Sinclair, I believe. And that is a symbol of a Raja, as I was saying at the start of the stream. Purple room. Raja is purple. We know what the sigil looks like, roughly. That, I believe, is the constellation. I'll take the billiard room. I really, really, really want an office. And then I just want to go ham with the rooms to see if I can do that castle puzzle. Alright, 20. 1 plus 2 is 3. Square that, that is 9. 5 squared is 25. Multiplied by 2 is 50. Divided by 10 is 5. 5 plus 1 plus 2 is 8. Square 64. Subtract 4, 60. Divide by 6, 10. I'll try getting there, but I don't know if we have the steps to do it. I would much rather try and do this castle puzzle right now. Okay, parlor. We do not need the gems. But that's not going to stop me from trying for them anyway. Only one box is true. Black box contains gems. The blue box contains the gem. Alright, let's pretend this is true. Only one box is true. True? Okay, then it's this one. That one's false. The black box contains the gems. False, which means the gems are not in there. The blue box contains gems. False, which means they're not in there. Which means they must be in here. Only one box is true. True. They're not in black, and they're not in blue, which means they're in white. Only one box is true. Let's say that is false. So that means 2 boxes are true, which must be these. The black box contains the gems, they're in there. The blue box contains the gems, they're in there. That is a contradiction. The gems must be in here. If they're not, I'm going to flip a table. Good. Let's pick those up and then not use them because we took the hovel. Fuck. Really? I would love the garage to the north now. See how that works. I still do not have a shovel. And I don't see one around here. I do, however, see that we can release the locks. Or open the doors or whatever. Is this the answer? Yeah, I've got to point them in the opposite direction now. Right, is this anything? I don't think so. It's just looking at the crescent moon symbol, which we see all over the place. Let's unlock the other side in the vain hope that maybe we'll get there. So left and right are open. Sort of. Roots has been spread throughout the house, which means that if I need to retreat, and I probably will, then hopefully I'll find some sustenance along the way. Try and keep my step counts up because I desperately need it. That was lockpicked. I'll take that because it costs no steps. Plus I've got 7 keys. I really want the key card though. Kind of reminds me of a Vault-Tec lunchbox. A permanent addition to the dining room. That's a permanence. Pair of trunks is always handy for swing. Just be sure to bring some keys. Can't purchase that. I'm definitely not going with that. That can only be purchased after you have proven your merit as a scout by obtaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. We're a long way away from that. A long way away. When you reach rank 5 with lunchbox, gain half of your dinner steps. That confuses me if I'm being honest. I don't understand what it's saying. It's a permanent addition to the dining room, but if it's a dining room, then how do I make that work on rank 5? I'm not sure. I might come back for this. Unable to lockpick that. Oh man. I'll go for the courtyard. Secret room will be very nice though. More keys. Thank you. No shovel. Lockpicked. I've never crafted that before. Spare green room and unfinished and otherwise unremarkable empty room. The few potted plants scattered throughout this empty space complement the few streaks of green paint that were haphazardly applied to one of this room's unfinished walls. why did I make this if not for, you know, just the fact that it's maybe a green room and also that there might be a gem in there. I'm not sure. I've got to go for that, don't I? I have to. That's another green room though, which is really nice. Is that with the effects? Another key, that looks bad. Hell. Am I going to dead end myself right now? I hope not. There's 4 chests in the main hall though. Have I just fucked myself? Got to try to lockpick there? No, I've not. Antechamber is open. I need to get to the foundation. Oh! I cannot ignore that. I cannot ignore that. What have we got? King, Queen. I'm checking my notes. Chapel is Bishop. I don't have the... I've got the Nook, that's the Rook. The observatories are nice. And I don't know about the bedroom, but the den is a pawn. Okay, we can go downstairs and we can put all of the chess pieces on certain things. That will work. It's just a case of whether I can get into room 46 or not. And honestly, that's not critical. The boudoir. 6 steps, possibly more if we get a certain constellation, 2 ivory dye or 2 gems because we've opened a safe. I'm going to take the dice. Or the die? Yeah, dice. I'm just going to start using them. Let's grab that, even though, once again, I don't think we need it. Let's spread the gold. Log into network. I'm not going to go to security, there's no point, so let's go to the lab and see if we can run an experiment. Preferably involving resetting my steps. I've got 2 bedrooms already. How many hallways do I have in my house? Let me rewind my stream. It's so frustrating that I can't look at the blueprints. I've only got 1 hallway, and that is the West Wing Hall. I'm gonna go with that. Any gold in here? Can't manipulate that now. Lockpicked. Just thinking, that could be incredibly useful. I mean, the aquarium's useful as well. Closet's useful as well, but I mean, that longer term could be more useful. Let's do that. Gonna walk in, because that'll give me some steps back with the sleeping mask. book is still here. We get another key. That's huge. I've got to get over to the Foundation. I've got to, but is the game kind of cooperate with me or not? If the game doesn't cooperate, then... No, I don't. I just need to go outside and go to the precipice. I would dearly love a shovel, though, just saying. Alright, so I think I'm going to spend that on the swim trunks. We can come back for that pretty much at any time from the start, but that is a bit harder to get, so let me purchase that. A permanent addition to the pool. A pair of trunks is always handy for swimming. Just be sure to bring some keys. Don't know what that's going to lead to. Okay, that's a dead end. Let's go with the servants' quarters. We lose some steps, but we're going to get a whole bunch of keys for that. Plus another memo, perhaps. 4 keys. 12 major keys. That has not changed. I have 13 keys, damn it. Now, unfortunately, this is a one-way path. That's not the right way, or is it? Yes, it is. This is basically a one-way path all the way back to the start. So what I might do is go check out the precipice first. Because that's got to be something. Has to be. Money and food, desperately needed. I can go right from the den, but I can also go up from the entrance hall. Alright, there should be some really good loot in here. Holy shit. I've got the keys. The thing is, none of this stuff is going to be permanent. Dice, that's very useful. Where's the key card, damn it? This is an insane run. More so because I've got no chance of using the gems. Alright, so I've got enough to purchase the lunchbox now. Holy shit. Yeah, let me go out here first. Let me go out here. See what's up with this. Unlock the antechamber, come back inside. Then I've got to do some math. If I can reach there with at least 1 step remaining, then that is going to refresh me so I can get back, but then I'm hoping I can burrow away from the antechamber over to the right to the Foundation. In fact, I'm thinking once we've unlocked it, let's go to the Foundation and go north there, because there's a Sanctum key in there which I would love to grab. It's just a shame that I don't have the Blessing of the Monk. Alright, so what do we have down here? Oh no. Why is that not working? It's likely not working because I need to go back, push it, and then, yeah, okay, I've got to burn some steps. That's fine. What's quicker though, going over there or going over here? It's going over here. I know what I've done wrong. I've got to burn a lot of steps to fix my mistake here. Got to do this. Then go back. Then push that lever and then go back. Well, Downstairs we've got the precipice and that's all one area. So I'm hoping I don't burn too many steps down there with whatever I'm doing. Not that I know what I'm doing in the first place. Can I make a wish? Might as well. No, that's fucked. Oh my god, I'm so mad right now. I can't use it again. I don't understand why. I've switched it back on, but it doesn't work. Alright, we're not going that way. Fuck! I don't understand why that's not working. I mean, yes, I saw it move over to the left. I assume it's going to work tomorrow, which is no good. Source_XP, I'm not reading the rest of your name. How you doing, dude? Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, so I turned it off. I've now turned it back on. But if I go back there again, it won't work. I did that early in the run because I wanted to see what happened because I'd crafted the hovel for the second time. Thinking it might be something secret, but it looks like it has completely fucked the elevator. I think I'm hitting the wrong button? Alright, don't understand how that works. I tried that a few minutes ago. All 4 lights were on and I came over. Thank you, dude. Okay, is this a thing? Visual issue? I don't know. Just a nice guy. How you doing? Thank you for following us today, dude. Appreciate it. Alright. No idea what this will do, but it will do something. Hopefully. Yeah, this run's been going pretty damn well. I wasn't expecting it to, given, you know, the whole hovel thing. Alright, what the hell is going to happen here? Whoa. Holy Christ, okay. Choose your piece to receive a new permanent power. Ambition of the Pawn. When you reach rank 8 each day, you may choose Knight, Bishop, Rook, or Queen. Gain the power of that piece until the end of the day. Don't know what the point of that is, but okay. Mantle of the Knight. Add the Armory to your draft pool. What is the Armory? No idea. Gambits of the Queen. Each time you draft a room on the Queen side, west wing of your house, lose 5 steps and gain 1 key. I guess that's why you would take the pawn. You'd want to draft as much as you can on the west wing first, and then switch over to the Queen, perhaps. Banner of the King. Each day you may choose a colour. Rooms of the chosen colour are more likely to be drawn while drafting. That's huge. I think. I mean, the one that immediately comes to mind is green rooms there. Hallways. Very useful. We can unlock the antechamber with that. Green rooms. Useful. Shops. Still don't know what the last one is. Possibly a trophy room. Red rooms, not even once. And bedrooms. I kind of like that. So I do wonder if we can change this afterwards. Piety of the Bishop. You do not have to pay tithes. Instead, gain 30 gold the first time you enter chapel each day with this power. Holy shit. That's a significant room upgrade for that one room. Holy shit. Although I have adjusted the rarity of that room so it shows up later. Resilience of the Rook. You may draw floor plans up to 4 times when drafting the 4 corner rooms of your house. You typically want to put corners or dead ends in the corners though, so I think I'll go with this. I don't know if that's a good call or not, and I don't know if we can change it afterwards. Like, do we have to solve this puzzle again maybe to change it? Gonna go with that. Did I check out the rest of the room before we picked? I mean, I looked at the rest of this and I saw this. Castle, Rook. It could be something, but I'm not sure what else I'm missing. Thank you for following, dude. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I'm gonna take King. Probably a bad move, but you've accepted the Banner of the King. There we go. You may give up this power by returning to this chamber on any future day and unlocking the pieces again. So we have to unlock the pieces again. Got it. And thank you for follow as well. Appreciate it. Yeah, okay. So we've got to draft the house upstairs and then come back down. Castle, don't know what that's about just yet, so I was hoping that would unlock something here. Still don't know what that is either, but let's get out of here and get back upstairs and see what else we can do before you run out of steps. Ralphie, and he tried all of them, but in my not very humble opinion, only 3 of them are pretty good. Don't know which ones those are. So I can't go this way into the foundation because we do not have the keycard. (20) 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8 rounds, basements, reservoir, underpass, sanctum. We should have enough to get back here and then use the sanctum key downstairs. I just need to be careful not to screw myself as I'm trying to draft the rest of the house. See what else we can do here. I'd love some more bedrooms, just quietly. So I'm desperately short on steps. We're not doing that. Redraw. We don't have any tomorrow rooms. I'm going with that because I've got the telescope. Also, there's a trunk in here. Yes, I'm the keycard. Right, what the hell does this do? Can I interact with anything here? Nothing changes there. Clavers to key the sail. I don't see anything else in here, but if I use the telescope again, what the hell happens? Then Mora, the redstone. Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain 1 apple. Hopefully that's an addition to the trunk. If we lose the trunk, I'm probably going to be upset. Alright. From the entrance hall, how many steps is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need at least 12 steps to get there. I just need to be really fucking careful. Drawing room. Yep, I'll do that. Doors being locked is not the issue. Boudoir would be nice. And let me just count the steps. From the entrance hall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Counting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 steps. I've got to be honest, I'm not even sure what I'm trying to accomplish here. Is that helpful? It is if I've run into any security doors. Although, no, hang on, we haven't found security. And I've got an experiment running, don't I? The experiment involved bedrooms, I remember that much. Fuck, I completely forgot to open the antechamber. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? There is enough time to get to the reservoir downstairs and open that up. And then get back here, but then I need to make a run for it back here. I'll be doing a lot of running. Let me make that just in case the shovel's in there, but I don't expect it will be. Keys in a paradise. Okay. Let me abort this. I need to get into room 46 and use that sanctum key. That is something that I should have absolutely done. I just got confused because I couldn't access the foundation because we don't have a key card. Golden Gas, how are you doing, dude? We're doing well. I'm just all flustered because I've made some progress and I get flustered when I make progress. Rounds. Hopefully I've got enough steps. If I don't, I'm going to flip a table. I'm scared that I'm going to fall short. That's in position. How many do I have left? I think I might be one short. If I am, I'm going to fucking hate myself for the rest of eternity. The only way out of it, I think, would be to try and draft a bedroom. I completely forgot to do this. Okay. Is this on console and is it good? Yep, this is on PS5 and it's good if you like this sort of thing. But if it's good is entirely subjective. I mean, I'm enjoying it. But I'm enjoying the plot and getting lost and trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I feel like I'm a complete dumbass playing this game though. It's kind of impressive at that, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to be one step short. I don't believe this. Fuck. Sealed entrance. Yeah, I'm going to be one step short. Unless I can find an apple on the way back. Oh, I don't believe that. I fucked myself. I completely fucked myself. Craft dining room, easy peasy. No, I can't do it. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We entered the nurse's station on 0. I am one step short unless I find a fruit somewhere around here. Correction, there's a bedroom here, we're fine. I forgot about that room. The bedroom saved me. The bedroom just saved me. Holy shit. Veg. That needs to be an emote immediately if it's not. Holy shit, that literally just saved me, and that's, I'll take it just because I feel like it, but I don't need it. Holy Christ, okay, so let's purchase this. The lunchbox. God knows what that's going to do. And I'm feeling very tired, so let's go into the nurse's station and make ourselves feel better. Massive. I said when I upgraded that room that if we can craft that late, that will be massive, and that is massive now. So it's 8 steps to get into the antechamber and out. I'll lose money here, but it's fine. So one of the options here, I think it was the bishop, is that we convert this room so it gives us 30 gold when we enter for the first time. There's a fruits and billiard room. I wasn't even looking. We got the secret garden and that spread fruits throughout the house, so there's every chance there was something there. Right, sadly we cannot, unless we find the pump room and want to go ham, I guess, we cannot access the fountain door. Wow, really? I'll take it, but I need to go back to the nurse's station first. Right, we're back in. The crown is still here. Don't know how we're supposed to remove this. The first time you draw a red room while drafting, you may remove it from today's draft, from today's pool. But I mean, unless we get here very early, I don't see the point. I still need to analyze that. I don't think there's anything else in here that is of immediate use. Alright, so the question is, can I get down to the sanctum? If I can't reach the foundation, that is. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, can't count. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. 10. We can get down there by going out the main entry. I need to update this. So I've got the first. We have the third, the fourth, and the 6th. The 7th is major if you draft it quite late. That's got to be the music room. It has to be. But the problem I've got is I probably can't draft it without killing myself on this run. I mean, this is already extremely tight. And if I get a bad draw on the rooms and I have to burn my steps, then I'm done. Like I've got 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. If I get down to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're done. And this is a question of whether I just... What is it a question of? I don't know. I've got 2 dice, but what are the odds that I fuck it up? I just wish we had a damn shovel. Just taking a look at my notes. Do we keep the crown of the blueprints? That seems to be a no. Can I end in there with the blessing of the monk? 13 coins, we don't know. Do I still have the sanctum key? Highly unlikely. I want to go downstairs and use that sanctum key. It's a shame the key card's not in here. I had the option to create the breaker box, but that would have killed me, I think. None of this helps me at this point. So, I've got an experiment running, don't I? Yeah, of course I do. And I don't have a lab. I don't have a lab, I've got an office. Okay. So I'm on 13 steps. I can make a room with 3 here. Any more than that, and I'm in trouble. Damn it. I will take the food. So that'll keep me alive for a bit longer, and it heads south towards the foundation. We're not actually done, believe it or not. How many red rooms do I have? Just 1. Thought that was a battery pack. Let's try lockpicking the last door. Wow. Yeah, the master bedroom's next to me. That does block me off. And that means that the run is effectively over. I do need to go back to the... use my words. I need to go out the front and into the sanctum and unlock it and do whatever, but I've never made the master bedroom before. 1 step for every room in your house though, that's huge. So you love runs that take a turn like having dead ends going up, but still being able to go from another exit at the antechamber. I still never opened the south door. I think it's the greenhouse. That keeps me alive, but it's kind of at a terrible cost. I'll do it. Just making sure I've got my math. 20, 19, 11. I do want to get into the master bedroom though. We do have to craft it on this side. Again. Yeah, I'm removing that. Yeah, I'll take it. 19, 18, 17, blah blah. We've got plenty to get back to the nurse's station. Not that a dark room will do anything useful. I've got to be honest, I didn't realize until right now that we could purchase multiple here. That's crazy. Okay. I just learned something. Is this in offline mode? I think it is. It is. I thought I did that already. Okay. I am not losing the sanctum key. That shouldn't kill the run. This is something that I want to test, and I don't mind killing the run for this. Now that I've turned off the security, can I not hit the button to bring the elevator down? That was security doors though. I'm going to redraw them. Boiler room keeps me alive. I do, so does the lab. Anything I can do with this? Not really, but I'll switch it on anyway, because I can. But actually be patient. We lose nothing by doing that. Okay. That gets me down to the sanctum. And then if I get back up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As long as we've got 10 steps, I can get back here. I feel that's doable. Would have loved to have done the master bedroom though, because that was a new room. And that would have triggered the experiments, which I think is keys, which is not terribly helpful. No, that small chest at the entrance hall, that is helpful. Although I'd probably have gold and keys and gems, which are not helpful. Yeah, I think that if I went around and hit that bust, it would have worked. Right, so the third room, is it going to be a Raja? Because if so, I think I can brute force the sigil. And by that I mean it's not quite brute force, but I've got most of the information for it, so I can just brute force the rest of it. These two are done. No idea about that one. Is this a Raja? It is not. That is Archeries. So I know it's yellow, but that's about it. Alright, that's unfortunate, but that's okay because we've used a Sanctum key here now, which means we don't have to go back up to the antechamber in room 46 to unlock that. Believe it or not, that is progress. Oh man, I would love to raise the water level in here again so that I can unlock the other door. I've got to do it at some point. The power is going down here, although it doesn't pass the foundation, I think, so it probably won't work. And I think I'm out of steps now. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We go back in there and we die. Alright, this is where it ends, unless I get a bedroom here. And I was just thinking about this. That is worth it. Alright, so I think we're going to end it here, I think. I think we're going to end it here. I think that's a sentence. The only other thing I could maybe do is go back to the planetarium and end it there. Yeah, let's try that. Let's freeze everything we've got here and go back to the planetarium and end it. I don't think there's anything else we can accomplish here. We don't actually have to go in there to freeze. It just happens. So what I can do now is go back to the front door. And now we can just go to the planetarium and end and get 2 more stars. Because we're going to get 50 stars for something, a new constellation, which I assume is that spiral we saw in her ladyship's chamber. I just wish that we'd crafted the master bedroom. I wanted to keep the run going for a little bit longer, I guess, which it gave me the freezer, so I guess it's not all bad, but still. Alright, so that was an incredible run. There was fuckery involving the hovel and that elevator. We managed to get the secret garden into the antechamber, and the nurse's station came through for us. It was good, man. And half the house is not filled in, but we have an absolutely massive amount of steps. Any more chests here? No. Alright, let's go in here and have a snooze. This tomorrow you have a lot of resources. Yeah. Watch me kill it almost immediately, though. No new rooms, but we did open one of the sanctum keys, or one of the sanctum doors downstairs. That's a win. We have a package for us, I believe. No, we don't. We don't have a package, but I've got 6 keys, 18 gems, 20 gems. Where are my keys? No, we don't keep the keys, never mind. 43 coins, holy shit. Please give me a library and a bookstore. Mind you, I don't think 43 is enough. Looking at time, 10:15. This may be the last run for tonight. I'd like to go longer, but I don't know if I can or not. And both of those are very useful. All 3 of these are very useful. I'll take the tool shed and hope for a shovel. Thank you. Game. Thank you. What's the other item? What's the other item? The other item is a... I'm blind. A sledgehammer. Really? It's too early for that. Affiliates can give me keys, which is priority over freaking wordplay puzzles and gems. Nothing in here. Alright, 8 is 8. 5 squared is 25, subtract 15 is 10. What the fuck is that? Okay, this one I'm not certain about. Okay, it's telling me to do, that's the order of operations, so 11 subtract 8 is 3 and then square it, which is 9. It's not 11 squared minus 8. 18 subtract 16 is 2, square that you get 4. That's not quite the key that I wanted, but thank you, game. Appreciate it. I've got the gems. Let's just burn them. Don't get the hole, we'll go for the den. Dead end. I mean, I upgraded for that reason. There's also a gem in there, so let's grab those. Need some keys. That's too important, I have to do that. That's a better option, and I know it, but I hate it. Security solves a lot of problems with my keys, but this is in the interest of keeping the run going. Do we have a dig point down there? We do. And I've got a shovel, so I may as well go for it. Game. If I had the power hammer or whatever it's called, I'd consider it. I'll go for the dark room, but I won't answer it yes. I've seen now that once that's drafted, if we find a breaker... Oh my god, really? I just don't want security to take me down. You know what, let's do it. Let's do that. I've seen now that if we craft the breaker room, or whatever it is, utility closet, and then flip the breaker, then that is going to ensure that the lights don't go out when we go in there. What is on the damn archive monitor? It's got to be something, but I don't know what. I mean, the aquarium's pointing me there. That monitor's pointing me there. There has to be something here, but I don't know what. Come on. I'm pushing down. Promise. Alright. Bye. And I will switch that over to unlocked, just because I can. That said, we don't want to turn off power because... that's going to stop us from getting through. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter. I'll shut up. I'm tired. Not great, but I'll take it. Can I restart this? I suppose if you've got something like set your gems to 2, then you'd want to pause it, essentially. But you can't actually change it once it's in progress. Alright, I need to find a way north. Oh, huge. I'll take it. An exercise in gratitude? I don't know. The magnifying glass. Alright, game, I need you to cooperate, please. Yeah, I mean, I assume that's a red herring at this point. So, if this run dies, I think what I'll do is I go down to the safe house and inspect the map. Secret garden key, huge. Not that I think that getting into... Oh, that's... Oh, whoa. The metal detector... Let me check. Just checking my notes. Or check my screenshots, rather. Yeah, the metal detector and the magnifying glass we just picked up is the burning glass. So if I can make a workshop and then get a chapel, that is potentially something. That's all terrible. I'll take that and hope for the best, but I'm drafting myself into a corner here and I know it. Delicious sugar. Worst case, this might just end with me going to the safe house. Let's go all the way around to the start, so I don't want to go into the dark room yet. The worst part is me powering the dark room still won't stop it from losing the fuse. If I can't see what I'm drafting, then I could be hosed immediately and there's nothing I can do about it. The passageway really didn't do anything for me. Playing very poorly at the moment, but it's fine. Alright, I need to keep the run alive in any way imaginable, so gallery. No idea what the fuck to do in here. A library would be very nice. I'll take an office as a consolation prize. I'm pushing down, I swear. Let's do that. And let me just try and ensure that the magnifying glass is still at the commissary. So I think that's the most useful item that I can pick up for what I want to accomplish. Staff services should be available from all of the computers though, so I don't know why I'm getting confused and saying that I have to do it from the office. That's me being a dumbass. As always, courtyard. I have a shovel. I also have a sledgehammer, which I completely forgot about. Wow. That's not worth picking up. Bedroom we draft after the second. I've not drafted any bedrooms yet. Some coins. I am rich. I'll do it. We have plenty of resources elsewhere, so we don't lose anything by entering this room. I can go over there, but it's likely that it's just going to be... I've got to go back there anyway to get into the dark room, don't I? It's likely there's just going to be a crafting item. Which, don't get me wrong, could be incredibly useful. I've got to spend a lot of steps getting over there. No, that's no good. Gotta go for the corridor. I'm so blind. I'm pretty sure that stuff is only spawning though, because I've got the commissary. I've got the missile detector. Let's go with that. 25 stars. I did not have a telescope today. Apples. Keys. Entry hall. 4 doors and the slice. Really? It keeps me alive for a bit, but still. So I'm a little bit confused. I didn't get the option to choose a color. Fuck, there we go. I can choose it now, though. I want the library. I thought that would be automatic, like we wake up in the morning and it's like, what color should I draft today? No, I've got to actually go into that menu and select it. Alright. The game can pretty much hose me at any time now. Rotunda, huge. Right, does this work here? It does! We can put the secret garden on the east wing. I did not know that. Okay, well... might get a lot out of this, but... let me try digging some stuff up. We've got some fruits around the place now. Apples are extra delicious. How extra delicious are the apples? Oh wow, they are. Goes from 2 to 5. That's actually really helpful. Nothing of interest. Might as well open up both of these. At this point though, I don't understand why I would always want to try making my way towards room 46. Like, what are my goals? Obviously, I've got a lot of things that I want to investigate, such as the sanctum rooms downstairs. But getting into the ANC chamber doesn't seem like a high priority. Or should I say getting into room 46 doesn't seem like a high priority unless something's changed in there. I've been in there 3 times now and I didn't see any appreciable difference between the second and the third time. I'm sorry, I'm gonna start skipping that. He's still my beating heart. Right, I need a chapel. Well, actually, I need a lot of things. I cannot get into the torch chamber downstairs because the reservoir is halfway down. I think what I'm going to do is go into the foundation. I'll check the rotunda first to see where we can go from there. On the left, we'll just draft that room. I want a library, damn it. I want a library and then a bookstore, just so I can spend some of this money. What I want to do is go downstairs with the magnifying glass and see what I've missed. And then I want to come up here, craft the burning glass. Give me a chapel, please. No. The cloister is incredibly useful, though. Let's go with that. And that mitigates the whole dark room thing. Yeah, let me do this first. Let me go into the foundation. I really need a chapel. I have adjusted the rarity of the chapel so it's going to spawn later, but there should be a very good chance that it spawns. Unless maybe the Banner of the King has screwed me. Hopefully it has not. That doesn't help me, correct? Garage is useless. Dark room is useless as of me going through the cloister. And the gym, if that turns up, I mean, I'll just deal with it. I'd like to do that again, just to, you know, get some more steps, but we can go north from the workshop though. It has items to sale, but what would be useful? Maybe the running shoes, maybe some, I'd say keys or gems, that's a running joke at this point. Yeah, let's put that there. That's an addition. That's good. So I don't have a telescope, which means I don't think we can level this up. Hello? Please, thank you. Although that's in alignments with the constellation that we found earlier, so that's not all that helpful. I want the chapel, damn it. Is there anything down here that I could potentially light with the burning glass? There isn't a tomb maybe, but we can't get there. And there's also a torch chamber, but we can't get there either. Don't think there's anything here. We need to re-explore this place. Give me a moment, so I just want to take a quick look around. I also want to check that tea room note. We've got these. I want to believe there's nothing between there and there, but I know I should check, but I won't. Was there anything on this? Not that I can see, so I've not forgotten about this. Each chamber has a second lever. One backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed in separate locations for redundancy. We've been told that the locations of this reserved system will not be disclosed to the staff, so we know that there's a lever to the east in the secret garden in addition to the west. The east is in the Great Hall, the north is in underground, north of Reservoir. The south lever is greenhouse, use my words. I don't know where the backup levers are. Now, I wanted to take a look down here because I had a feeling that maybe there was another sigil piece down here. Purple Zars. Poor Simon with his congenital osteoarthritis that prevents him from climbing over some cardboard boxes. Yeah, I mean, if it was me, I'd be making a fortress out of that stuff. Just saying. So is there any points opening the doors to room 46? I'm leaning towards no, unless I really, really, really want to grab the crown of the blueprints. And I've got to be honest, I don't see the points. Skip that. Jumping is illegal in Fenaries. Are we in Fenaries? Is that a spoiler? That to me spoiled the entire game for me, holy shit. Okay, I'm here and I've got a magnifying glass now, so can I see anything unusual here? Swim gets you banned. Swim Carcass, I'm sorry, I'm going to need to refund your 5 gift subs from yesterday. You're gonna get me banned, dude. That to me says deleted. I mean, that clearly is the letter A, which is the first letter of the English alphabet, and I believe alpha is also the first letter of the Greek alphabet, so I don't know if I need to take notes on that or not. It's got to be something, and it's pointing to the archives. Which is why I'm obsessed over them, because I need to know just what the fuck is going on inside that room. You're just goofing around? Indeed. It's all fun and games until you realise I've banned you. So I was thinking about this last night as well. There's nothing I can do here, correct? There's like no icon here that I can catch a train or something and go to the next house and start building that. Platform number 8, you are here. I don't think this is anything, but I have a screenshot of it and I'll maybe take a look at it later if I ever find time. For now though, what did you say on here? The Black Shores. I mentioned this earlier in the stream as well, but let me just bring it up. Where is the archive note? The Children of Blackwater. Blackwater and Black Shores. That's got to be the same thing, surely. Mary, so I assume this was our mother. Our mother was a revolutionary who had multiple identities, multiple passports. We are her son. Obviously, that's how mothers work. Maybe we've been sheltered from all of that, I don't know. I'm still very worried about who our father is. The game has said nothing about that. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Immediate thought is maybe that's an anagram. What was that? You just noticed there's only 2 rails, so were the underground trains diesel powered or was? It seems like a breathing hazard. As someone who catches a train to work but knows nothing about the number of rails or electrification or whatever, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you're talking about a 3rd rail running down the middle, then I can tell you that in Australia, in Perth, we have a rail system which is electrified, but it is electrified from above. There's like hangers and whatnot, which the train doesn't touch the wires, but it basically inducts through the air. We don't have a 3rd rail running along there. We can basically just walk across those train lines, and we're not in danger of getting electrocuted unless you're very, very tall. But I don't know what to make of that. I assume that's diesel or gas or whatever. Alright. What did I miss here? For special events of a certain magnitude, Lot west is open to serve for overflow parking should the main south lot be at maximum capacity. Purples art, there is no pantograph. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, thank you. I don't know how trains work. Seems like a breathing hazard. Yep. Agree. Agree. Closed exhibits. Both Learson Hall and the main concourse feature a number of, quote, closed exhibits, which are reserved for an upper tier of elite patronage and are not currently open to the public for admission. A&R, so that's up here. Learson Hall, the restored original home of Prince Learson, donated to the city of Fen upon his death, now serves as the Royal Museum's beautiful West Annex. We're inside courtyard. Yeah, I could read most of this yesterday. The one thing I couldn't read is whatever the hell was pointing to the closed exhibit. White Pharaoh Marigold, another pseudonym. Manning. They crossed off 105, switched it to 124. Decoy car at the front, very cute. And then escaping through here and then getting out of 136. They had everything down to the minute. I'm not going to read all this, I'm just hovering over it so I can look at the video later if needed. Further west, a defunct train station sits and has been converted into a restaurant. I guess that's how they got here, using the railway nearby. Free to use without ticket purchase. What a concept. White Pharaoh Marigold and White. Don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay, so this building here that we're looking at with the magnifying glass, the interior of that is this over here. So basically this here is the Learson Gallery, and then next we've got the portrait room, guardhouse, and whatever else. Basically this shape here is identical to that shape there. What does it say? Guards there. Security doors. I mean, I deliberately waited, but I'm still disappointed. That's all it says? Security system controls? Alright. Anything here? Thought that might be labelled as another angel that we could identify perhaps. Alright, so having come down here and done all this, I'm not seeing anything that's actually useful. If there is something that I should be noticing here, I don't know what it is, but I feel like I've done enough that I can go back and look at my footage and check. Rand is crossed out. Why? Okay. I mean, I don't regret doing that, but I don't feel like I've learned anything. At best, I've been able to rule out that there's no hidden messages around here. Story-wise, everything is useful. Noted. Do you have a room with a closed exhibit? You might be spoiling things though. You're probably spoiling things there, just be careful. Not that I'm aware of. Or if I do, I've not drafted it yet. That could be the trophy room, perhaps. I do not believe there's any point unlocking the antechamber for everything that I've just described before I went down there. If we get into room 46, then that's going to give us a crown of the blueprints, which will let me dodge red rooms, but that's not really what I want at the moment. I think I will go back to the foundation now. I don't feel like unlocking the antechamber is worth the steps. It's basically 6 steps to unlock the antechamber, and if I get there, the crown will be in there, and I don't believe anything else will be in there, so I'm not going to go for it. That abrupt cut. Check your directory. I will shortly, but just be mindful of spoilers, please. Pretty please. I don't recall a room with a closed exhibit. I'm certain that's a sanctum key. I'm certain of it. Chamber of Mirrors, I'm starting to think there might be a sanctum key in there as well. The master bedroom, I've missed out on that. I don't think there was anything in the showroom. There was nothing in there. Yeah, I suspect it may be in the trophy room, which I've not crafted. Not seeing it. Give me a chapel, please. No, I just want to use a normal key here. I want a chapel. Right, that's not good. But it's going to be essential to keep the run going. Let's try and burn as many gems before we go into there. Let's go north up there. Maybe we'll guess the master bedroom. Fortunately, I don't have the coin purse. So just looking at my notes real quick, one moment. I did not update them to say which ones I hadn't crafted. Opponents list. Oh wow, I'm a dumbass. What have I not done? I know I've not done the electromagnets. And I've not done the pick sound amplifier, but I can't do that one anyway because I know I don't have the lockpicks. The electromagnet is the compass and the battery pack, which we don't have. Alright, I'm doing it. Gotta go for it. Can light candles that ignite fuses. I know we can use that in the chapel. I'm certain we can use that in the chapel. Also, I might be close to the getting the power hammer for the weight room, perhaps. Although if I do that, I want to do it late because I'm going to lose most of my steps. Speaking of, okay, that is the best choice here. 8 gems, holy shit. I've never crafted it. We have enough gems. And, I mean, that's a dead end. That's a dead end. We've already started an experiment. We're talking about the trophy room. Let's make the trophy room. Okay, game. Okay. We get the rest of the trophies in here. I understand. 8 gems. Trophy room. The polished brass of the treasured laurels filling the trophy cases of this room reveal the pride their owner must feel having earned them. Achievement in its own reward, but a gold cup is also nice. That's a very weird sentence. It feels like it should say achievement is its own reward. That is what it says. Fuck, I can't read. I'm tired. Anything else in here? We have that at... There's no difference there. We have that in the entrance hall. I can't reach them, I'm too short. So I can't sit down and enjoy this room. Okay, so I also didn't mess up by putting a wrong apostrophe. True. Okay, well, I have to hope against hope that I get a chapel. Let's go to the rotunda first. Or the cloister, I should say. Come on. We can go down, we can go left, we can go left from the ballroom. If we go left from the ballroom, we'll lose our gems. I want the library, damn it. Purple's art. That would have been in a... I can't even pronounce that. What the fuck? Apostrophe catastrophe. Apostrophe catastrophe. Holy shit. Please never use that word again. So I have tomorrow rooms. I've got the planetarium. That's more coins, but I've got 70. I feel that's enough. The kennel is potentially quite useful. I've got 9 keys. I've got the key card. I think we'll take that. We may actually have some items in here too, which I can pick up from upstairs. I'm kind of disappointed that the secret room is closed again. And that I believe there's nothing else we can do in there. Treasure map. Where are we going? Nearby. Okay, never mind. Perfect timing. What the fuck? Wow. That was very funny. I can't skip this. Fucking wow. So left of the ballroom. I don't suppose there's anything in said secret room or anything to do. That was a fun puzzle, but man, I felt so stupid doing it. I should have realized much sooner. Okay, these are all reset. I don't believe there's going to be anything for doing this, but let me just do it again quickly. So I should have realized immediately. Yep, they're all the same. That's true. And I figure it's because it's not capitalized in block fonts like that. I should have realized immediately that, excuse me, that 5 of these had to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the hour. It took me way too long to figure that out. So that has to be 7. That, I believe, is 6. Two numbers have to be the same here, so I believe that was 557. This was 508, so I remember that vividly. That's 8. I should have figured out much sooner that 5 of these clocks had to be 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I should have figured that out instantly. There's nothing in here, correct? Yeah. That's disappointing. I was hoping for at least, you know, a gold piece as a consolation prize or something. It's a fun puzzle, though. Alright, can we keep the run going, please? We can. Maybe that's a code to a different save. That doesn't help me. Damn it. That doesn't help me. Not yet. Give me a chapel.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I hear the pattering steps of children running in the forest. The joyful echoes of laughter in the courtyard. I see an old man sitting in an even older chair.
Who the hell is that?
A seed that has served many generations,
Drawing room, the foyer,
each with their own story,
the library, which we just skipped.
each with their own secrets,
That's our uncle, great uncle, sorry.
with their own endings, but all in the same chair. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
I wish you wouldn't talk in riddles.
Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
I mean, I'm reasonably certain we cannot interact with that chair. I've tried. You've seen me play this game, chat. I like to look at absolutely everything. And granted, I miss a ton of shit as well, but you know what I mean. I'm reasonably certain I've tried to sit in that chair multiple times and the game's like, nope, fuck you, you can't do that. I need a chapel. He's still my beating heart. Okay, we do not have the magnifying glass, but that's okay because we need to book out a new book. So I've got two choices, Realm and Rune or a new clue. I'm going to go a new clue, and I do not want to enter here again until I've got the magnifying glass. I don't think we've looked with the magnifying glass on all of these books, in particular this one. I've definitely looked through those with the magnifying glass and seen a couple of things. I don't want to enter here without the magnifying glass again. So in Carcass, if this game had a text parser, you'd be typing look at chair in every single room. I'd be saying look at chair, look at ceiling, look at floorboard, look at book, look at blue book, look at red book, look at God knows what. Also, I should really advertise, shouldn't I? That is a shout out to go check out my YouTube channel. If you're interested, please check me out. I play a lot of Sierra text adventures. A lot of the old Sierra graphical adventures from the 80s and 90s on that particular channel, and they have text parsers, and yes, I type inane bullshit like that into them. I've been playing this for 32 hours. What the hell? Look at chair with glass. Use glass on chair, sit in chair, sit on chair. Yep. Purple's arts, you know. 123 red rooms drafted. How the fuck did that happen? Still no idea what the fucking gallery art is. Red less is 3. There's at least 7, maybe an 8th. There are 16 upgrade discs. There are 8 sanctum keys. And I kind of want to look at this again with the magnifying glass and take a look at the stamps because I believe that's going to be incredibly useful. Favorite floor plan is the gallery. Fuck off. Right, I've taken a note on that to see which ones I don't have. The 8th item is the coin purse and something else. But I don't know what. Purple's art, it is dark, you are likely to be eaten by a gru. Yep, that's my life philosophy. Also, that was one of the very first games I played. Also, just quietly, I do want to play that on my channel sometime, but I fear that'll scare everyone off. There's only 3 more stamps. So, I mean, I can't point them out because I don't have the magnifying glass, but the one on the left, the grey one, is Orinda. The one in the middle, red, is Feneries. I don't know what the other ones are. Nuance is at the top with the Zeppelin. I was hoping those stamps would give me a clue as to the shape of the sigil, but I'm not seeing it. The Observatory, still haven't. Most avoided floor plan, I've seen that once! This game, honestly. Ralphini met real text adventures, not the Sierra Quest games. I do want to play Zork. I have actually completed that, but I followed a walkthrough and I don't remember anything about it. Apart from whatever that weird word is. Ulysses or whatever it is. That's a spoiler. I would dearly, dearly love a bookstore, please. Thank you. Although that's also very useful. If I can get in there with the swim trunks, I'll take a look. I have money, let's spend the money. Purple's art, if you've seen it once, you didn't draft it, and you avoided it 100% of the time. That's technically correct, which is the absolute worst kind of correct. I thought I had enough money. Holy shit. That one's worth more, I'll take it, but I'm interested by Curse of Black Bridge because we've got the Black Bridge Grotto. Maybe that'll help us unlock it. Fuck's sake, give me a chapel! It's not going to give me a chapel. So, Carcass, you regularly play a multiplayer text adventure called IRC. IRC. Never heard of it. I don't think I'm going to get the chapel here. Fuck. I've got one more chance for it. Neither of those two is helpful. Alright, so what can I add? We've seen the solarium and we've seen the classroom. I guess that just adds it to the normal, floor plan. The dormitory, I kind of want to make that as well. These are all pretty useful, I think, and I think there is a limit to how many floor plans we can get here, so I just need to keep going for this. More likely to draw unusual and rare rooms while drafting, that's not necessarily a positive. Classroom is what it is. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a compass room, gain 10. Yeah, I think I'll take that. That's not the last bedroom. The last bedroom is the master bedroom, but it's a bedroom nevertheless, so I'll take it. I've read that. I really can't make head or tails out of what it's trying to say here. Other than, okay, the middle doors lead nowhere. Like, is that the room that I'm entering? Like, if I draft from that side? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But one of these has got the antechamber lever in it, and I don't know which. If I had the magnifying glass, I could try opening that safe. Red Hill floor plan for the indicated days. Show the 9th. Is that today or tomorrow? I saw it as 7th at the start of the stream. I thought that was today. Not a puzzle, just showing you the doors here. I'm looking at everything because I've got the burning glass. I'm hoping that I can set something on fire in here, but it's not working. I can't ignite the propane. Alright, well, I suppose the last thing I can do here is go to the ballroom, see what's on the left. If I get the, chapel, then happy days. If not, I'm going to rage quit. There is only one other thing I could do, and that is go to the, go to the garage. I don't make anything here. What is the power hammer? Power hammer involves a broken lever. One moment, so I'm essentially losing all my notes that I've made. I don't think anything's useful here, unfortunately. What was the electromagnet? Compass and battery pack. We don't have compass. Yeah, I'm just going to go there and hope that we get a chapel. So yeah, this is why I keep banging on about the archives. This looks like the archives. And I've seen that if we drain this, there is an arrow pointing to that filing cabinet. I don't understand why. Other than it's telling me that there's maybe something in a filing cabinet in the archives. That is why I'm so damn obsessed over them. Alright, so let's go into the ballroom. That'll give me a second gem. But I think the run is done at this point. I can't think of anything else useful that I can do. Other than maybe reviewing and trying to find anything that I can do with my burning glass. Please. That sucks. Alright, they're there, but does that do anything for me? I mean, I'm reasonably certain I drained the pool so that I could... Wait, is the pool drained? I mean, it looks drained to me, but I'm thinking, there's 8 units of water missing from the reservoir. It's likely that we drained the pool here and put it into the fountain. Those dice would have been incredibly useful to have not all that long ago. I do see we can go back to the bookshop now and purchase the other book. That's really all I can do, I think. Purple's art, you just inherited this huge mansion. We're already running around the place looking for anything you can smash or burn down, you hooligan. I mean, it's my place. I can do whatever the fuck I like with it. I inherited it. It's mine. The executives of my will have seen the stuff that they need to see, and I can do whatever I like with this place. If I want to run around naked masturbating into a sock, I can do so. They can't stop me. Don't know why I thought I need to bring that up, but... forget I said anything. Where am I going? I can purchase that. Right, that's huge. I was thinking about the Nook upgrade. That if we go for the Nook upgrade, we can always draft the library next to it, but I think that is a bad call long term. Purple's art, the pair of trunks you bought at the gift shop is in the pool, not on the bench. Really? Oh, we'll look in a moment, I guess. But I mean, I'm just looking through the rest of these rooms. I don't believe we can use the glass anywhere. I need the freaking, I need the chapel. What time is it? 11:15. I really should call it here. But I may go one more, but I'll be quick about it. Which means I'll probably throw the runaway very quickly. Let me go... How do I get back there? Through the foundation. I'll go back there and we'll end in the planetarium again. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about there, dude. Unless you're saying that if the pool is filled, bring some keys. Oh. Fuck, I hate this game so much. I fucking hate this game. Oh my word. Fuck me. It's a pair of trunks, as in chests that you can open with keys. Oh my god. I hate that so much. I didn't even recognize it. One new room, the trophy room. I wish we'd managed to get the fucking chapel. I'm upset now. Let me do one more, but I'll make it quick. Or I'll try and make it quick because it is past my bedtime now. I'm going to go back through my notes and screenshots and figure out what I want to do next because I'm genuinely not sure what I want to accomplish. Famous last words? Nah, this will definitely be the last run, and whether it's short or not is anyone's guess. I have work tomorrow, fellas. Right. I would love to get to room 46 just quietly. Also, this is the sort of thing that I want to save scum. Like I've seen that 13 is Blessing of the Monk. There's got to be some like limits or ranges of gold that we can donate to get certain things. There has to be. As to what those are, I need to find them, and finding them is going to be a pain in the ass. I'm burping, sorry. What have we got? 10. I could have maybe lit those candles. Observatory. 28. That's... Ring rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. No idea what that's about. Clever's the key. Ring room. No. Corridor. Don't need to spend the gem just yet, and I can always go north from the den. Take the pantry. Hallway. I don't have the magnifying glass, so I don't want to go in there until I've got it. I've got keys, but... yeah, let's set that to low. I'll start up with a few keys. Yeah, I completely forgot we can do special orders from here. I want that magnifying glass. I need to read my books. So, my god, there's so many books we've got to read. Remote terminal, let's start an experiment. I mean... huge. I feel I have to go for that. With the archive floor plans, yes, I'll probably get myself hosed at some points, but... I drafted this before? Yes, 3 times. I don't even remember that. We'll get hosed at some point with an archive plan, but at least we'll get a lot of steps doing it. Like, I'll do an archive plan, it'll give me a furnace, and then I'll scream a lot because I'm going to find a chapel and I don't have a burning glass. Still upset about that. Can I go left here, please? Yeah, let's use the... need more gems. Flower? Yeah, flower. I can interact with it. Huh. Interesting. Alright, well, if the game wants to play like that, then let me go here and switch this over to green. Car keys. I'll see if I can make my way back to the left. This is what I'm scared about. Huge. Does that help me? No, let's just go closer. All these flowers. They're only there because of the constellation. And these are gems. Wow. What the hell, game? Okay, it really wants to fucking give me a lot of green rooms. Wow. Problem is I need a secret garden key. And soon. I don't have a shovel, otherwise that would be incredibly useful. Once again, I don't have the magnifier. I'll go with that. That'll keep the run alive. I'd really like the garage. I passed on it earlier, but so I really want it now. Holy Christ. Yeah, okay, this is a green room, that's why. Garage. I'll go with that. We should be able to get magnifying glass now. Yep. I'll also purchase the sledgehammer. Fortunately, we don't have the shovel. Yeah, this time I don't know the practical purpose of the boiler room. It served me very well before to get the lab activated and whatnot, but I'm not sure what else we can do with it that is terribly helpful. I'm rapidly running out of keys here. I mean, that's a new room, I have to do it. Well, I don't actually, but you know. We'll go with that, but I feel bad about that. Oh, give me a greenhouse, please. Although, if we get a greenhouse directly ahead, I don't know whether it's going to draft in the correct spot. Garage. That keeps the run alive a bit longer. What's in here? Huge. Even huger. We're not done. If I can get into bloody, oh, we don't have power that leads here, do we? Nah. This room blocks it. Even if I made that work, it would not activate the power in the garage. Purple's art, we're having a green day, we're greening out, it's all coming up clover. If that's a reference, I don't understand it, but don't tell anyone. Do not tell anyone that I'm a pop culture, something. Lockpicked. Right, so there's going to be 2 doors here. I feel I have to go for it. Damn it. I don't want to burn my gems, so I'll grab the master key, but I'm likely going to check it back in. I've got the sledgehammer now, so... remaining keys that I've got don't really mean all that much. The pool. Speaking to sledgehammer. Ye gods. I did not see that wordplay at all. Another special key. A gem. Fuck me. Just making sure. Ah, come on. I'm going to go for the silver key here to try and get a door with many exits. We'll go for the gem. Nothing in here. Right, please be locked. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. We'll stand here, her ladyships. Let's go with that. That was art. You think I've heard of Green Day? I mean, I've heard of it. I've heard of them, I should say. That's the correct language, but I'm not familiar with their music as such. Like, if you told me that was a lyric from one of their songs, I would not recognize it. Purple's art. You're very amused by the locker room being in the draft pool for silver key. That I don't get. Are you just saying that you're amused because there's only 2 exits? The locker room is a lock. Yeah, true. I was really hoping that the silver key would give me 4 exits, not, preferably not the archive and preferably not the gym. Some dice would be really nice right about now. What's in effect? I've already forgotten. The flowers and the key, that's not worth going back for. If I go back for that, that'll just give me 1 additional key, and I'm holding a master key, so... the actual efficacy of that is highly debatable, I think. We can't make that, so let's make a bedroom and hope for the best. It's either that or we go wine cellar. But this will give me 2 chances to get inside. 1 from this side and 1 from the other if I survive that long. No chests in here. No. Okay, please. Boom. So, I need to get downstairs now. I can go through the foundation, that's not even remotely a concern. Damn, this run worked out very well. And I have accomplished one of my goals, which is end in room 46. I just need to watch my step counts and make sure that I don't do anything supremely dumb. Like crafting a waste room or something. I'd also like to put this master key back. Dining room would be very nice right about now, and I haven't seen how the lunchbox works with respect to the dining room. Does that kill me? I don't think so, because we can always go through the pool, Mechanarium, Foundation. We go downstairs, we unlock the answer chamber. We can come back here at any time, and then we reset the 40 steps up here. That's fine. Still can't open any of these filing cabinets, and we have a camera that's pointing into this corner. Why? I don't know. Oh wow, okay, I've completely forgot we don't have a keycard. I'll take that. Gain 10 steps because we went into her ladyship's chamber. I'm not going to fuck around with that right now, I'm tired. I turned off security, so I can do that. Darkroom literally doesn't do anything. Turn off the gym. Let's go downstairs and open the antechamber. But what I can do when I get back up here is I can open that door, draft the archived floor plan, and that's going to reset my steps to 40. I have 4 keys to do the rest of the house. I feel that will be enough. Now I've got to consider hiding something else in here. Like, the telescope is huge, I know that. But let me put the master key in there because that got me through that right now. Hello. I've got the fruits has been spread throughout the house. Alright, so I don't have a shovel, but I've managed to make something out of this run. Let's go down. Open the antechamber. And at this point, I'm thinking that if I see the pump room, I should fill up the reservoir again. Because I'm not convinced there's anything in the safe house that we need. We picked up the sanctum key, and that's all good and well. I've looked at everything else down there that I could see. Maybe there's something I can do with the power hammer there to break down a wall perhaps, but I doubt it. That was art. Someone tried to check an apple, no perishables. Yeah, it's kind of disgusting unless you've got a fridge. And let's face it, the code check is not the freezer. Nice, forgotten about the room on the right and the 4 letter code. That was art. You barely need to draft the archive plan at this point, we'll see. I definitely don't need it when I get back in, but I might need it once I've gone south. Because I do want to take a look at the rest of the house and see if we can get anything else, like a planetarium perhaps. Not that I will be finishing in the planetarium, but I do have a telescope. Yeah, we're not going that way. I wish I had a shovel. I'll do it. Really? Alright, so I may need that plan up I may need to use an archive plan after all, but maybe not up here. Where am I going? I'm just going to use it wisely at an appropriate dead end. Whenever you draft an archived floor plan, set your steps to 40. Yeah, we're fine. I'm not aware of anything that can kill us. Maybe the only thing that can kill us is if we draft the final room and it's a waste room. That's about the only thing that could murder me. I really want to see the master bedroom. Okay, we're gonna be here a while. I was talking about it, so let's fill up the reservoir again, and then how do I... We drain the kitchen and then put one into the reservoir. Okay. Not that. Really? I always get that wrong. So this does mean that we cannot fill up the watering can, if indeed that is a thing, but I think it is. I haven't seen any other sources of water in the house. Maybe the greenhouse has got something, but if it does, I did not see it. Which pump is connected to the kitchen? Pump 3, tank 2, so let's do that. Let's drain the kitchen again. I'll figure it out eventually. And let's drain one from the... Fuck, there's something else I can do here. I've got to go for that. Oh my god. We will have the steps for it, I just need to be careful about using the archives and whatnot. I need to push that one in there. I could potentially, I don't know if it's going to be a thing or not, I could potentially unlock the fountain door. I've got to go for that, don't I? I can't ignore that. Even if I can't get outside due to, you know, the pressure behind the door, I cannot ignore that. Master bedroom, please. You motherfucker. We go for the patio. Where we sit, in the humidity we breathe. If you're not Australian, you will not recognise that song. Dining room, yes please. That keeps the run alive, and I get to eat some delicious chicken. The lunchbox. What the hell does the lunchbox do? When you reach rank 5 today, gain 10 steps. That's already happened. I see how it works now. Okay. Let me just try going back here. I know I'm burning steps, but it's fine. There we go. That makes sense. So we can make the dining room early and we get a bonus. Got it. We did not have a trophy room. That's fine. So I should have read that. Stuffed wild quail. Not a chicken, quail. Have candles here. Maybe the dining room. We can burn things here, but I don't know. I'll take the kitchen. It's keeping a very close eye on my steps. many red rooms do I have? Lots. Oh, the aquarium as well? I do. That's 20. 20 steps for, what is that? Yeah, 20 steps for 5 coins. That's huge. Alright, so I've turned off the water here, so that doesn't work anymore. Parlor, please. Let's play a word game because I'm tired, I'm cranky, I'm annoyed, and if you're watching this, chances are you are as well. So let me worsen the situation by doing some wordplay. The gems are in this box. This statement is of no help at all. Oh no. How the fuck do you want me to tell if that's true or false? That's either true or false. Oh my god. Alright. The gems are in the blue box. True. The gems are in this box. True. This statement is of no help at all. False. Can't tell if that's true or false. Fuck me. I mean, that could be true. And if that's the case, then we've got 3 truths, and therefore that can't be true. This statement is of no help at all. This we need to figure out. So, if that is false, then this statement is helpful. Does that contradict what's written on there, though? I don't think it does. If that is true... Wait, if that is true, this statement is of no help at all, then that's a contradiction, isn't it? Purple's art, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word. It's impossible for the statement to be entirely useless because it must either be true or false. Right, but if it says this statement is of no help at all, if that's true, then isn't that a contradiction? I feel that's false, and therefore that one's true, and that one's true. I'm just going to go with that. I've got no fucking idea on this one. True, true, false. I'm assuming that cannot be true. Ralphine 1, true or false is of no importance here. If the gems are not in a blue box, you don't know where they are. Yeah, I kind of went for that one because that one was pointing at that one and then worked back. Oh, I don't fucking know. This game is doing my head in. The ASIC. I want that attic. Anything nice in here? Compass. Can I make anything with that? Potentially. Got the broken lever, don't I? Trunk. Coin purse. Lots of gems. Should be 3 more items. One of the boxes needs to be false. Yeah, I know. One of the boxes needs to be false, and I figured it was the one that said this statement is of no help at all. Because if that was true, then there would be nothing on the box. That's more of a philosophical question, I think, rather than a actual, you know, true false. Have I missed something here? I think I've only picked up 7 items in here, but I don't see an 8th. This box is useless is the only one that could have freely been assigned as false. Yeah, that's basically what I was thinking. Well, not freely assigned, but I think I checked this out. You're not pointing at anything, are you? Yeah, I looked at these weird kids and this weird face and whatnot. Basically, I take exception to the fact that it says this statement is of no help at all. That statement has to be helpful. Therefore, that statement is false. You're both ignoring what I said, even though you're the 100% correct. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. If the gems are not in the blue box, you don't know where they are. I'm going to have to go back and watch the recording. That one I don't even want to think about. It is freaking 11:48 PM. I'm tired. I've got work tomorrow. I need a shower and I need to go to bed. I don't want to think too much about this at the moment. Let's just go back to the entrance hall. Oh my god, that happened. That just broke me. Where am I going? Cloister, Nook. It might even be quicker to go through the foundation at this point. Oink. Let's go to the hallway. Dead end. How many dead ends do I have? One, two, three. Nowhere near enough. Seven at most. Anything nice? Oh, really? Everest, nice. How are you doing? I don't know if I can read that. I'm losing my mind. So with the info, if they weren't in the blue box, you don't have enough info to determine the other two boxes, basically solving the puzzle in reverse. Okay. I must have missed that. That's going to give me a key. And more flowers. Let's go over here. I'll take the storeroom, even though it's not that useful really. Unless there's a shovel in here, and there is not. We're back at the entrance hall, where I can finally go in one of the other two directions. Oh my god, this has been a run. Okay, this one's new. Dormitory. Every time you enter a dormitory after drafting a compass room, gain 10. Purples art. Don't remember whether you've drafted a planetarium before. I've done a couple. Done more than a couple at this point. What have we here? Dormitory. These small sleeping quarters, devoid of frills and distractions, are ideal for the students, scholar, or denizen of academia. Academia? That's academia? I don't know. I'm tired. I'm looking at that word and it's not even making sense. What the fuck? This is how you know I'm tired and need to quit. Denizen of academia who wishes to focus on their studies without diversion or interruption. Study and sleep. Rinse and repeat. My god, that is depressing. Or pass. Oh! Alright, I'm in no condition to read, but I need to read that. Holy shit. What's it doing in here? Is there a spinning globe in the archive? I'll say there's a pawn in there. I should make a note of that. Alright. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm super tired. I'm trying to read tired. This is not something you should ever have to experience, so run for the hills. Drafting Strategy Volume 2, March issue. My type of room, the categorization of floor plan subtypes. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layouts to the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we're always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your design to the next level. Room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of coloured floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue, we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room, whether it's a designated workspace, I can't read, a utility control room, or a conundrum. The fuck is that? These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand their vision and bring it to life. But the benefits of the floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface-level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. I feel attacked. Fuck, I cannot read at this hour. I can't. I'm losing my mind. This run was a mistake. It's going to end very well, but this run was an absolute fucking mistake. Everest Nice, here's a weird detail for you in the directory that's been driving me wild for 6 months. Why does West Wing Hall refer to the rising afternoon sun? Really? That makes no goddamn sense. I mean, I'm not American. I live on the upside down part of the world, but I can assure you that on our side of the world, the sun most definitely rises in the east. Warmed in the early day by the light of the rising afternoon sun. Okay, this game's weird. Well, it's not going to get weird until Cthulhu turns up. Alright, the craft of the draft. Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. So the compass is called the drafting room. Okay. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. I mean, all I really want from the library is the bookstore. But I bought out the bookstore now, so I'm losing my voice and I'm losing my faculties. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Karasia. I'm writing that down because, give me a moment, I'm writing that down. That's going to be the symbol for Karasia. We have a name for it. At least I think we do anyway. Alright, that's a win. Where was I? Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know the classrooms you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from first grade to the culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumours of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary, used solely for exams and student testing, but finding it has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. Okay. We had the option of adding that in the drafting studio. So, wait, we need to do a run where because we need to pass the final exam for a trophy. Yeah, okay, so what we need to do is we need to we need to draft the schoolhouse outside, make all 8 rooms, and then make a 9th room for the exam. Fuck, okay, that's going to be hard. Oh, lose my voice. Chat, what are you saying? We're surrounded by mountains, maybe the sun is behind the mountains until the afternoon? I would say that, but it's on the east side of the house. Could be, since this is specifically the 90s and noon doesn't have to be at the peak of the sky, although that is my assumption. The 90s were a weird time. It's not as weird as, say, the 30s and 40s where they had TV and the world was in black and white, but, you know. Still, the east wing of the manor could still just happen to be in the shade until the sun gets to a certain declination, depending on the latitude. Alright, you people are being way too academic for my liking. Shifting gears. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and the design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command centers for estate operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Yep, seen that plenty of times. I don't know if we're done with the water room now. Ducts, 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 three-way rooms, split ducts, three ways. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the house. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling, and power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue to string together rooms that contain power ducts. So, when you're in a room, look up. There might be a duct. Really? Yeah, I see power there. There's power everywhere here. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? I didn't really know that, but it is something that I've seen. It makes sense, I guess, that you want to try and keep it going, but again, it's all RNG. Purples are starting to make more sense why this issue of drafting strategy is found in the dormitory. That I'm not following. Unless you're trying to teach me things. I feel like all of the issues have taught me things. Spring carcass quack. Just looking for a duck to put in chat. Quack. No time like the future, tomorrow rooms. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Yep, I've seen that. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. I've definitely seen that. I'm not seeing anything there though. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering furnace or sauna after drafting freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over to the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets again by re-entering freezer. Warning, if furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. Okay, that's something I need to try. I've definitely been in a situation where I froze things, I went into the furnace and then I refroze things. That definitely works. However, if it's drafted within a few ranks of freezer, that's going to break the freezer. That's interesting. That maybe is how we thaw out everything that's stored in the freezer. If you had to explain what you meant, then it might be a spoiler. Okay, all good. Perplexing plans. Fuck me, this fucking parlor room. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans, marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece, lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. Spreading your wings. Final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among running rooms. When items are spread, they are only placed in currently active rooms in the house. Okay, so they don't spread to new rooms. I kind of knew that, but that's good to know. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Okay, that I wasn't sure about. That's good to know. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking. Or, conference rooms. Word from the editor. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we've received after we sent out our very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. Ain't that the truth? Holy shit. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there, a young architect is reading our magazine, and getting inspired to build something of his own, or her own, don't be sexist, that may one day in turn inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memoirs of the court's grand architect, Lusa T. Rayland. Is that a spoiler? Don't know. To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, paint sketches on blurry blueprints, illegible to all, especially ourselves. And our purpose? Why, it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. Are you telling me there's something under the floorboards here, maybe? Swearing, that's exactly what I was thinking. Not you specifically, although I think you're my biggest fan at this point, but as someone who's trying to stream on Twitch, making YouTube content, that last sentence, it's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. That is the truth. I don't have anything insightful to say other than that is a true statement. That is a bunch of words that are written on that paper, and they are true. Alright, so can I go for another full house? I don't know. I just realised I don't have the basement key, but that's fine. I can go back up through the foundation and grab it. That's easy. You appreciate my streams? Dude, you're all lovely people, honestly. Thank you. We're not going to get into the corner room. I don't want to go for that. I'd rather not use the archive if I can avoid it. Anything nice in here? I need some alone time, chat. Give me a minute.
You have a fetish or something?
You're asking that while I'm doing my business on the loo. Why would you do that? My God. Everest Knight, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm losing my mind. One day I'll find an item in here and it's going to shock me. Timing indeed. Plus there's only like a frigging 1 in 5 chance that you'll get that statement. 16 as well. That's not 16. Controllers are hard. What is that? Oh, that's 16 as well. Alright, all of that is completely useless because I've got nothing to do with it, but what I'll do now is I'll go for the, get to the answer chamber through there. I'll go for the foundation. It's going to be quicker to go around the front. Did I toss a coin in here earlier? I think I did, but let me check. I assume that making a wish just gives me a coin that I can use later, and I'm just looking at the time, it's 12:06, I need to go to bed. I'll do a short run, it'll be quick. Lo and behold, I quickly get to room 46 and now I spend the rest of the time fucking around. Let me grab this. That does work, okay, good. Not sure if I'm been down here already. It's 12:06, but it's PM, not AM, so that means you are East Coast US, maybe? So I want to check to see if I've actually opened this door. Don't recall if I have or not. Where am I going? Let's go into the archives. I'm not going to use the archive unless... Well, no, I can go around. Do I have a telescope? I do. Holy Christ. I'm correct. Woohoo, I got something right today. What have we got? Starting tomorrow, each planetarium will contain one dirt pile. I feel like I need to write down these names. Baya, Dark Shadow. Baya was one of the names that I saw in the book, correct? Give me a minute. Where are you? Crafting statue name. Yeah. Do I need to know that? I might make a note of that later when you're not looking. Alright, so unfortunately, another one of these keys. What the hell? I've already picked up one of those. Already picked up one of those and it led to the locker room for places. So I should be able to reach the answer chamber. If I can't, I'm going to be incredibly upset. Gym doesn't do anything because we turned off the lights. Still don't have a shovel. Did I go down there already? I did. That's not helpful because I want to go back now and unlock that door. And then I want to come back up here to finish. Oh, wow. The spreading does work, and going back and using the telescope in the observatory does work. Either that or I missed those. I might have missed them. Okay, let's go downstairs. I just want to see if I can unlock this door. I don't believe I can open it. I mean, I could really, if I really wanted to, I could, oh, if this doesn't work, then I've got to do it the long way. I'll do it. I don't know when I'll get another opportunity to do it. Where am I going? If this doesn't work, then what I need to do is drain the fountain and then go around the front. I've got 50 steps, I've got running shoes. I should be okay. 44 runes and no shovel. I mean, it's probably dropped somewhere and I've probably just missed it. I'm hoping though I can unlock the door from here, even though I can't go inside because the water pressure should be unbearable on the other side of that door, but let's find out. Can I unlock this door? I want this door unlocked. I want this door unlocked. Let me do some math. I've got to work for it though. However, hilariously, other than just doing it, there's nothing in the game that tells you you can do that planetarium interaction. And the worst part is the telescope doesn't even tell you. It just says gain additional effect of the observatory. It's like that's the secrets of the planetarium and the telescope. And I didn't actually see the... lose my voice. I didn't see the telescope start spawning until I found the planetarium blueprint, which was hidden in the observatory. So I've got 52 steps. I should have more than enough, but let me just make sure. We do the needful there. We go back in there, 46. Pop out the front. Let's say that burns 10 steps. Then come back here and then fill it up. Yeah, we're fine. Does mean I need to refill the pool though, which means we miss out on that pair of trunks, which I'm sure we're all devastated about. Right, so I need to drain the fountain. That is my goal here. Let's fill the pool. Can I do it from here? I don't know. I don't think so. No, it's connected to this tank, so What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? So I guess the question is, do I now leave the fountain drained like that? And the pool filled? I'm leaning towards a yes, but I'm not really understanding why. The only thing I could do maybe, and again this is a very touchy subject given recent events, is that maybe I could bring the burning glass down there without needing the tomb. Yep, that takes me basically exactly where I thought it would take me. But that is now permanently unlocked. Have I gained much there? I mean, it helps me manage this, I guess. And again, I don't believe there's any point going into the safe house. I think we're seeing everything there is to see down there. At best, it just gives me access to the torch chamber here, which I don't know what to do with, other than maybe bring the burning glass. That is the symbol of Rinda, which we've already solved. I don't see rubies here, but I do see candles, and maybe we can light the candles. Purple's artist waits across the other side of the reservoir if you can't use a boat. Yeah. If you can't use a boat from that side. Because if the boat's on the other side, you still can't cross. And yet, I don't know if that's helpful or not though, because let's say you start from the front of the house, you can either go down to fountain and come here and then use the bows, or you can go through the cliffside exit and then through the basement and then pop out the right hand side there. All this does really is it just gives me more access to the torch chamber here, but I don't know the purpose of that room, I guess. Have I upgraded the billiard room plan? I have not. Don't spoil me on that. Pretty please. I mean, the first thing I did on my room 46 run is I unlocked basically fucking everything down here, including the cliffside path, which seems like the best shortcut. Then you won't say more? Okay, don't say more. I think we're done here for start. Yeah, let's get out of here. That's full up again, which means sadly we cannot go swimming. Swim trunks will not help us. Yeah, I'm controlled so badly. Yeah, this has been a pretty incredible run to finish. Had two very good runs. One very good run earlier just before this one, and this run's also been pretty great. No shovel though. Meh. Alright, so this is absolutely one of the goals that I wanted to accomplish. Ending it here with the Blessing of the Monk. I'm guessing what we can do with the crown of the blueprints is we can put it in the code check. Family trees. I suspect those are going to be very important. I suspect there's something there. Burning glass there. I don't know. But yeah, there's nothing else in here, which makes me think that reaching this room is no longer a significant priority. We have the ransom note, which I need to look at. You love my assumptions? Oh boy. Purpose art, you can check the crown personally. You find it is easier to reach room 46 than it is to draft code check where you want to, yeah. I mean, I've made it here twice in a row now. That said, I'll probably play next time for about 6 hours and not even get close. But the thing is, we get to this room, but there's not much to do in here. There's this, which I don't know how to do yet. That's going to be something downstairs that we need to solve. The marigold statue is missing. That's interesting. Yeah, I think my next objective is to read the new books. A New Clue, Realm and Rune, and The Uncensored History of Arinda. Reading those is going to be essential. And also I need to find the other Sanctum keys. The second is locked tight in the Volkswagen Bank. I don't know how we find that. I mean, I know we've got all the deposit boxes there, but I haven't seen any other keys as we've been going through today and yesterday. The third and fourth we've got. The fifth, don't know. The sixth in the station, we got that. The seventh is major if you draft it quite late. I'm convinced that is in the music room. It's got to be. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of A's. Does that mean we need to use a newspaper and a pipe cleaner or something to, you know, slip it under the door, knock it out of the lock and then unlock it? I don't know. Open if you say so, maybe. I'd love to, but I don't have the codes. Those will give me the red letters. There's so much to do in this game and I don't know where to start. And yes, at the same time, I don't know what to do next. What I do know is I definitely want to do this. Because we have the Blessing of the Monk. If I can push the right button. This is going to put room 46 outside. I don't know if that'll do something or not, but I'm interested enough to try it. I'll take a very quick peek and see if we can see inside. Garden House of Cogs. 12 dead-end rooms. We got close. Just needed 8 more. 7 green rooms, 6 mechanical rooms. 6 mechanical rooms, holy shit. That's telling me to craft the Mechanarium Lace. New rooms 1. What was the new room? The dormitory. Alright, let me just take a very quick look at the outer room, see if it's there. And then I'll call it quits. Because it's super fucking late. It's 12:22. So the fountain path is now open. I've drained it and the door is unlocked permanently. To what end, I'm not sure. I don't know how that helps. Bullseye and logical, those will come naturally. Reach room 46 in 1 day, we can't do that. Reach room 46 in under an hour, we can't do that. I could maybe buy out the entire showroom if I get rich enough. Ace the classroom final exam. I need to unlock the last classroom in the drafting room and then do it. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. No idea what the fuck that is. Sigils, that's downstairs. the 8 workshop contraptions. I need to make 3 more. I know about 2 of them. I don't know about the one with the coin purse. Those will come naturally. Shall we remind him later? Fuck off. I mean that the politest possible way, of course. I mean, I've done, I don't know how many. We can actually get it to give us a tomb. That's interesting. Yeah, it's there. I'm not doing that. I'm not reading that. Not tonight. Alright, I've seen enough. We'll come back here first thing, I want to say tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow or not. Work is work at the moment, it's keeping me busy, but there is a deed in there. There's a deed in there, but maybe not a bear as well. Don't know where I'm going with that. So this is now unlocked, and that's progress, I guess, but I'm not sure exactly how useful it is. Because again, we've unlocked the cliffside path. I come down here and I can't cross there. Which means I'd use the cliffside path, which gets me over to the antechamber, which gets me over to the foundation. It maybe saves me a step or 2, but that's about it. Alright, YouTube, I'm gonna bail. Thank you for watching, thank you for putting up with me. I feel like I'm making some progress at last, but at the same time, I know there's an incredibly long way to go, and I'm a dumbass, so I don't know how many more streams this is going to take, how many more hundreds of hours this is going to involve, but we'll see how we go. But let's call it there. Thank you, everyone. Look after yourselves. I'll be back soon.